Michigan pulls down. Michigan State jump ball. And it is taken away. Spectacular touchdown. It's caught by Edwards into the end zone. Touchdown.
They play this game for those who went before them. But today's contemporaries also write the next chapter in one of college football's most storied of confrontations. For the 102nd time, it's Michigan. And Michigan State. To the winner goes the Paul Bunyan Trophy. And we welcome you to Spartan Stadium on an overcast 50-degree day with winds out of the southwest at about 14 to 22 miles per hour. Wayne Larrabee, Chris Martin, the third member of our team. Down to the sidelines, Brent Stover.
Wayne, a couple of teams with dual quarterbacks in Michigan. Tate Forcier, no doubt, in recent weeks, has stepped forward to be the top guy. Kirk Cousins, Keith Nichol, still battling it out at Michigan State. Both have talked about it's very difficult when you're substituting in and out to get your timing and rhythm down. Well, if one steps forward and beats Michigan for back-to-back years for the first time in 42 years, I would think that would go a long way, guys.
No question about it. And it won't be easy. Rich Rodriguez brings the 20th ranked Wolverines to town. They are 4-0, playing their first road game of the season. And a look at Coach D'Antonio for Michigan State in his third season as head coach, trying to get things turned around. A 1-3 start. After an opening win on the campaign over Montana State, losses to Central Michigan in shocking fashion, then a tough loss to Notre Dame, and the bottom fell out a little bit on them at Wisconsin. The series history, take a look at it. 64th consecutive meeting. Wolverines lead overall in East Lansing. Brent mentioned that you have to go back to the Johnson administration for the last time the Spartans beat the Wolverines 2 years in a row.
That is going back, and you have a team desperate for a win, but also a Michigan team desperate to show that they are the real thing.
Brian Wright has it on the tee. Number 43 for Michigan. Here's the kickoff. We're underway. Great to have you with us this afternoon. And a booming kick with the wind to his back through the end zone. And it'll be a first down coming up for the Spartans. Keys to this football game, Mr. Martin, what do you think?
Well, for Michigan, when you're leading the conference in rushing, you got to get Brown involved early. And then I think they also have to win the turnover ratio. For Michigan State, just find a way to win. I mean, they've been in so many close battles. They've lost. They got to find a way to get it done. And then defensively, particularly that secondary, they cannot give up balls over their head.
Quarterback is Kirk Cousins, and he is set to go. First down. Winston is the lone back. They get motion from Linthicum, a tight end. Winston right at the Michigan defense, and the Wolverines equal to the task, loss of 1. I mentioned the quarterback, Kirk Cousins. He's a sophomore out of Holland, Michigan. Ranks 3rd in the Big Ten, 37th nationally in pass efficiency.
Well, Cousins is a young quarterback, but his composition is almost that of a senior. Very smart, cerebral quarterback, understands the offense, and a consummate leader.
Larry Caper now in the backfield, the lone back. Slot to the bottom of your screen. Linthicum again in motion, the tight end on second down. Not a lot there for the freshman Caper, who gets 2 after the 21-yard line. Now for the Rotel Velveeta starting lineup, because you can't start your game day without their famous queso dip. The backs and receivers, Caper, we just saw him a moment ago. Cunningham is a big play downfield waiting to happen. And Blair White had a breakout game against Michigan a year ago. The offensive line, they finally have people where they need to be, where they thought they'd have them in the preseason. Joel Nitchman leads the way up front. It is third down for Michigan State. Cousins with good protection initially. That pass was tipped and intercepted. Stevie Brown inside the 15-yard line. Mike Martin, it appeared, tipped that pass. Stevie Martin able to gather it in.
Well, the pressure just collapses the pocket quickly. Good surge up front. Watch him keep fighting. Able to get the wrist of Cousins. And Stevie Brown being Johnny on the spot, and we talked about in the open the importance of winning the turnover ratio. An inauspicious start for the Spartans.
So first down for Michigan, and the Spartan defense, which has been reeling in recent weeks, put on the spot early. First down, Wolverines at the Spartan 14-yard line. And you mentioned get Brown involved early. They did, and the Spartans were ready for him, led by Orrin Wilson, the nose tackle. Loss of 1. The quarterback is Tate Forcier, a true freshman out of San Diego, California. But if you haven't seen him play, he doesn't play like a true freshman. His intangibles are off the charts. Second down, they mark it as a loss of 2. Forcier keeps it himself. He too going nowhere. Trevor Anderson blew that play up. He held the edge and did not allow the quarterback to escape. Loss of 4. The Honda Generators red zone, which is where the Wolverines begin their first drive. This is what they've done on the season.
Wayne, and you notice on that last play that Anderson got up the field, but he boxed in Tate Forcier, and that's what they want to do. Put a fence around him, keep him inside.
Third down for Michigan. 3rd and 15. Forcier, incomplete. Had to get rid of it in a hurry. They blitzed the middle linebacker, Greg Jones. Forcier threw before the running back, Brown, in the flat, turned to look.
And Brown's diagnosed. Clearly, he must not see the blitz here. He's got to see that coming and turn around quickly for his quarterback. Forcier doing exactly as he's instructed. You want to throw right into the blitz. Brown's got to snap that head around sooner.
36-yard field goal attempt for Jason Olesnovich. 2 of 3 inside of 40 this season. And it is good. First points of the afternoon. Michigan loses 5 yards after taking over at the Michigan State 14. The Spartans hold the Wolverines to a field goal, and it's 3-0 Michigan in the early going. Michigan minus 5 yards on a 4-play drive, but they lead 3-0. The interception by Stevie Brown off the tip pass by Mike Martin. Wright's kickoff, again, good leverage and depth into this one. It will not be returned. Michigan opened impressively on defense as well, as we mentioned, with the forcing the turnover. Rotel Velveeta starting lineup, because you can't start your game day without their famous queso dip. Up front, Martin got the tip ball that resulted in the interception. Brandon Graham's an all Big Ten performer. Obieze usually leads this team in tackles. Mouton and Brown very active. Into the secondary, J.T. Floyd gets the start in front of Boubacar Sissoko. They've had problems at that quarterback spot this season. 1st and 15. Running yards are going to be hard to come by, it appears, today. Winston got barely a yard. Big Ten college football is brought to you in high definition by Philips HD. Available at Target, Walmart, and Sam's Club. Student section got the memo. Wear your white.
It's a packed house. You wouldn't expect anything less.
Second down. About 15 yards to go once again. No gain on that previous play, apparently. Cousins off the play action, looking downfield, pressured by Van Bergen, but it makes a beautiful throw to Gant, the tight end. 18-yard gain to the 33-yard line at a first down, Michigan State. Brown and Floyd on the tackle.
A beautiful throw by Cousins, but watch him hang in the pocket here. Just roll out, sit, let the route develop. Good job of having poise and presence by Cousins and letting his go-to tight end get open and putting the ball on the numbers.
First down of the ball game either way. We are early first quarter. There's Charlie Gant. They really like this young man. Feel he's a complete tight end. Linthicum, a good receiver at tight end. In motion. Capert, nice hole. And he slithers through across the 35-yard line to the 38 on a gain of almost 5 yards. Van Bergen makes the tackle.
In Michigan State, one of the cavities of this offense is running the football. So they're trying to get these young backs greased up early, and no matter what they face in the Michigan defense, they got to continue to stay with the plan, pound the football.
And Chris, last season, Javon Ringer carried the ball from scrimmage 390 times for Michigan State. The player with the next most carries was 26 by Andre Anderson. So they are remaking the ground game. There's no doubt about that. Second down.
Go, baby, go.
Caper slips through again. Got a first down. And a fired up freshman, Larry Caper, gets 6. Obi Izay.
And a fired up front line for Michigan State to pick up that blitz that Greg Robinson, coach right there, just threw at the Spartans. Nice job of seeing the blitz, running to the opposite side, and gashing Michigan for a first down.
Izay did a good job of clipping his legs out from under him. First down, Michigan State. Mark Dell at the bottom of your screen. Now Cousins, with a beautiful throw between defenders to Blair White. Woolfolk brings him down. Floyd was also there, but a pinpoint pass from Kirk Cousins. 16-yard gain, first down.
Well, you got that right. Watch this corner route. He's going to sit right behind the corner and in front of the safety. Good job by Cousins to put that ball right at the sticks. Look at this. Watch how the ball goes right to the sticks. Blair White leads the team with 23 receptions, 4 TDs, so you know he's a go-to guy.
Here's a look at Blair White. Boy, last year he was a thorn in the side of the Wolverines, had his best game ever. It was his breakout game. 61-yard touchdown reception. He caught 4 passes for 143 yards against Michigan down in Ann Arbor.
Blair White takes the pass from Cousins. Touched up by Brown.
And I like the mixture and balance between run and pass by offense coordinator Don Treadwell. Michigan State, you got to keep Michigan off balance. They have been susceptible to the run play up front. Defensively struggled at times on third downs, so you have to continue to keep them off balance. Michigan State doing a good job.
Already Blair White, a couple of receptions now, and it's second down for Michigan State, about 7 yards to go. At the Michigan 39. Winston. Van Bergen was there along with Mike Martin, gain of a yard or 2. The principal edge to this game, Chris?
Well, if you look at the teams in the history, it's who's won the running battle. And that's why we've seen Michigan State make such a concerted effort to pound the football. 36 of 39. I'm going with probability and the math. You got to get an effective running game.
Just over 7 minutes to go. In this, the first quarter. Third down, Michigan State. Everybody out for a pass. Mark Dell to the Wolverine 29. Obi Izay makes the tackle. First down, Michigan State. Kirk Cousins has admitted that, hey, it's tough when you're going in and out to get into a rhythm as a quarterback and a leader of a football team. But that's the situation they're in right now. Now third down and 6 for Michigan State. Blitz coming. Good release. First down. That's Cunningham down the sideline. Out of bounds near the 10-yard line of Michigan. Woolfolk, the safety, forced him out. First down for Michigan State.
And Wayne, when you get a safety on a corner, this is an unfair matchup right there. That's what you want. Good job of creating the matchup problem by offense coordinator Treadwell. Safety on a corner. Cunningham's too talented for Woolfolk one-on-one.
First down and goal to go for Michigan State, bidding to take the lead. Linthicum, a tight end in motion. This is Winston, the power back, and he's met right in the middle of the line. Mike Martin came across. I beg your pardon, make that Graham, who came across to make the hit on the play. Brandon Graham. Honda Generators red zone numbers for the Michigan State Spartans. Here they are. 13 scores, 15 trips, 10 touchdowns. It's good percentage down there.
Sure.
Good percentage of touchdowns to possessions. Second down and 10, though. Michigan has been stout against those runs right at them so far.
Yeah, in between the tackles, exactly right.
Caper now in the offensive backfield. Gant, the tight end in motion. Second down, a goal to go. Mouton showing blitz for Michigan. Caper to the outside, gets a block from Hawken. But the backside pursuit for the Wolverines is there, and a short gain of 2 yards down to the 8-yard line. Makes for a 3rd down and goal to go.
And if you're Michigan, you're okay with letting that ball go laterally by the backs because you have a fast-flowing defense and linebackers that can run to the ball. So they're able to chase down the football once it gets out on the perimeter.
Michigan State facing 3rd down. They are 2 of 3 on 3rd down conversions. Good protection. Cousins now on his own. To the 5. Reaching for the end zone, and he is denied the end zone. Inside the 1, and it looked like Stevie Brown got over the top of him and forced him back. 7-yard scamper. Decision time, Michigan State.
And you think this kid wants to win or what? Not so adept at running the football, but he has great feel, and he's quick enough that he can hurt you. Watch this. There's nothing there. Everything's blanketed. But he has good feel. He understands the rush is coming. The clock goes off, and he's able to push it. And when you get in games of this magnitude, you put it all out there. That's what Cousins is doing so far. Watch Gant, the tight end.
Caper to the end zone. Touchdown!
And do you think this crowd feels this game? Good blocking up front. Capers, again, getting stronger and stronger as the game unfolds. Able to punch that in.
Extra point try right down the boulevard by the All-America Brent Swedson. 17 plays, 80 yards. The running back Caper caps it for Michigan State. Spartans just scored to take the lead off a 10-minute drive, Chris.
Well, and it starts with a seal block. We're going to see it right here on Mouton. He's responsible for this play, but we'll watch the fullback come and get a great combo block to seal him off and punch this thing in the end zone. Andrew Hawken, Michigan State, nice lead block for Larry Caper.
And when you saw Hawken in there, you knew Caper was going to follow him if he had the ball.
And if he's smart.
Absolutely. The Spartans on that long drive, 17 plays, 80 yards, Chris, overcame 2 post-play fouls that wiped out first downs. Here's the kickoff. Stoneham allows it to hit. And here he comes to the 20. Out across the 25-yard line. Start of the 2nd quarter coming up when we return to Spartan Stadium. Michigan State by 4. Along with Chris Martin and Brent Stover, Wayne Larrabee, welcome back to Spartan Stadium, East Lansing, Michigan. Wayne Larrabee, Chris Martin, Brent Stover. Kirk Cousins, the quarterback for Michigan State, went to the locker room a moment ago. We'll check on his status. Meanwhile, Tate Forcier on the rollout had a man open, and it's broken up nicely by Trenton Robinson, the safety, stepping in front of the Michigan receiver.
And if you're a Michigan State secondary and you've been beleaguered and victimized, you want to get teams to stop throwing at you, you make plays like this. Great close to the ball, gets his long arm in and breaks it up.
And just a minute ago, as I mentioned, Kirk Cousins heading to the locker room. 2nd and 10, Michigan. Forcier's got his man this time. It's juggled and dropped. Kelvin Grady could not hang on to it. And it results in a 3rd and 10 coming up. He had Robinson in pursuit and took a shot for good measure anyway.
And that's just the ball he has to catch flat out. He's right there at the sticks. Starts to look upfield.
This is it, real time ball, right off his knee. That Greg Baker, our camera guy on the sidelines, got involved in the play.
He's tough.
I don't know if he has any eligibility left, though, Chris. 3rd down and 10. Forcier. Good protection initially. On the run. And a sensational comeback catch made by Koger, the tight end, Kevin Koger. And what a throw by Forcier. 41-yard pass play, and Michigan is out of the hole.
What a throw by Forcier is exactly right. Watch him get flushed out. Way to throw the ball on the move. But if you're Michigan State, how do you let this receiver get behind you? Keep everything in front. Cannot give up those balls over the head.
First down for Michigan, and Denard Robinson in at quarterback on the run. Michigan State told us that when Robinson comes on, 80% of the time Michigan runs.
And if I'm Pat Narduzzi, I'm playing to that tendency. Expect run when he comes to the game. Make him throw it and prove you wrong.
Forcier back in for the first time today. Rain begins to fall here at Spartan Stadium. Michigan on the drive. First down to the 41-yard line of Michigan State. Hemingway in the slot, top of your screen. Stumbling out of the backfield and getting nothing. Second down and 9 coming up for Michigan. Well,
it's like Northwestern defense didn't get off the bus today.
I've got a feeling you're right, and it sounds like Purdue is dominating time of possession in that game, which is the best defense against the Northwestern offense. Short of the first down, the reception made by Darrell Stoneham, and it will leave a third down and a long 2 coming up. Chris L. Rucker, the coverage and the tackle.
And the way Michigan spaces you out on the field, as we can see it here, you have to play well in space and you have to tackle well.
Michigan playing at a quicker tempo now, and a low throw and a catch by Odoms for a first down near the 29-yard line. I'm sure they'll take a look at it upstairs. Looked like a catch. 4-yard gain to a first down. Michigan will play at different paces of tempo, and that's how much time they snap the football. They want to snap it, in this case, going fast with a little more than 20 seconds to go on the play clock. Forcier off the fake. And a good play made by Trevor Anderson, whom Pat Narduzzi mentioned to us. He's the leader, a fifth-year senior, transfer from Cincinnati. They mentioned that he had to play better, and he is here today. He is a factor in this game today.
He sure is. And when he rushes off the edge, he's coming up the field, but he's keeping Forcier inside, which is huge.
Pat Narduzzi, the defensive coordinator of the Spartans. This little rollout, good pitch and catch. Odoms has another first down inside the Spartan 20-yard line. 11-yard gain. Robinson, the coverage on the near side, as Michigan begins to get into a rhythm with this quicker offensive pace.
Yeah, and we talked to Rich Rodriguez about Forcier, and he said he reminded him of when he had Sean King and Tulane. They're mobile quarterbacks, but they throw very well on the run.
Collision in the backfield. Minor going nowhere. They had a quarterback and 2 backs. Carlos Brown collided with Brandon Minor, and David Rolfe made the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 5. Honda Generators red zone today. The Wolverines 1 for 1, a field goal. But that was on a drive, their first drive, in which they lost 5 yards, following the interception and the subsequent return by Stevie Brown in the first quarter.
And remember, Michigan's offense is predicated on misdirection and deception. They like to move things around, particularly with their backs.
Now it's 2nd and 9 at the Michigan State 17 for the Wolverines. Late handoff Brown, big gap up the middle. Greg Jones makes the hit at the 11-yard line, a gain of 6 yards.
You got to get Brown involved in the game early. And watch how they just do that little wraparound play. He's going to find a hit the crease.
Snap a bit low, picked up by Forcier, and this is going to be grounding. Yep. Eric Gordon on the rush. They blitz the outside linebacker. Good call upstairs. I mentioned early today, Chris, Mooseman had 4 errant snaps a week ago.
And a nice job by Gordon finding the gap, shooting the correct gap, and forcing Forcier to get rid of the football.
Last week in a situation similar to that, Forcier threw it up for grabs and it was intercepted. That time it wasn't, but he was called for grounding. It's a loss of down penalty. line of scrimmage is back at the 25-yard line, and now Michigan has a long field goal attempt coming up, a 42-yarder by Jason Olesnovich.
Love what Michigan State's doing, putting pressure on Forcier.
Olesnovich kick to the uprights, and it is good. And Michigan able to cash 3 off a long drive. The Wolverines back to within 1 with 4:43 to go, first half. Off and on rain today, raining at the moment, 50 degrees here in East Lansing. Previous to the field goal, the intentional grounding in Forcier, partner, what did you see?
The linebacker shoot the A gap right next to the center and force Forcier to get rid of the ball. He's still in between the tackles, so that's an easy call for the refs.
And the other thing, Chris, he didn't get the ball to the line of scrimmage. That's the other factor in that
exactly
one.
Right.
Michigan settles for a long field goal by Jason Olesnovich, a 42-yarder, capping a 15-play, 67-yard drive. And this one bounces in front of Winston. Slips a defender to the 20, to the 30, to the 35, 40, and out of bounds near the 45-yard line. Glenn Winston forced out of bounds, 37 yards downfield.
Now this is a 225-pound guy. Watch his second gear, though. Once he hits it, finds the crease, and he runs like he's 185 pounds.
First and 10 from the 45 for Michigan State. Their best field position to start a drive. Their drives have begun deep in their own territory for the most part today. Colton Ray is the tailback. The fake to Ray, and they're running the end around. Here comes Keyshawn Martin in the Michigan territory. Stepped out of bounds, 43-yard line. First down for Michigan State. To the sidelines, Brent Stover with a special guest. Brent?
Yeah, Tom Izzo earlier this afternoon, he and his basketball team and the Michigan State Spartans getting their Big Ten championship rings. And they look awfully good, Coach. You never get tired of that, huh?
No, you really don't. You don't get tired of football season either. The atmosphere is incredible.
I was going to say you're having as much fun as anybody out here in the ring.
I wish I could be a student today. Heck with being a coach.
Basketball practice starts in a couple of weeks. How juiced are you for that?
Well, I'm excited, but boy, during football season, when it's still here, I want to do 2 things. Enjoy football and enjoy our Final Four run. Once we start practice, it's time to move on.
No problem getting back to the national title game, right?
Well, we got a lot of work. I think the Big Ten in general seems to be the best the conference has been since 2000.
Your thoughts on the Spartan football team so far in the first half?
You know, I love the first half. You know, that one drive we scored a touchdown. We must have had 150 yards of total offense, but Mark D'Antonio has done a great job with us. We've had a little bit of bumps and bruises on the way with a young quarterback and young running backs, but I love the direction of our program.
Coach, thanks a lot for the time.
Thank you.
It's Tom Izzo, guys.
Thank you, Brent.
He just sounds like a coach, doesn't he?
100 and some yards on one drive there.
That's some bling bling too. Look like yours.
Here comes White inside the 35-yard line. 10-yard gain. Wolfhoff got him down. Michigan State have done a pretty good job of driving the football today.
Well, I hope he's taped up, that defensive back right there, because that was a great move by Blair White in the open field.
J.T. Floyd, who replaced Sissoko in the lineup for Michigan at quarterback today. And quarterback is Keith Nickel. And you saw earlier Kirk Cousins go to the locker room. Good, not much there. Straight ahead dive. And it'll be a second down. Winston back to the line of scrimmage, and that was about it. Brandon Graham, the outstanding defensive end, made the hit.
You know, last year I thought Aaron Maben had the most explosive first step off the ball. This year it may go to Brandon Graham. I mean, his first step is so sudden that he's able to close and get to backs in the backfield.
I'm amazed at plays he shows up in that are wide to the sidelines. You know, constantly he's there, almost like a linebacker. Second and 10. Nickel sailed that one over Dell. Rotel Velveeta combination of the game because you can't win without the perfect partner. Cousins and Nickel at Wisconsin. How about this? 396 passing yards, second in school history.
Nickel, that last play was an unguided missile as we see Cousins coming back into the game.
3rd down and 10. I bring him back for a 3rd and 10. He says, that's a thanks, coach. Michigan State 4 of 7 on 3rd down conversions. They've been very good. Cousins, decisive throw, got a 1st down. Cunningham out of bounds. Michigan 16-yard line. Wilfork forced him out.
Well, you go with the quarterback that has the hot hand and who's in rhythm. Watch this corner out. Good content here. Cunningham able to sit down in between the corner and the safety. You think this gets a quarterback fired up?
We talked to him yesterday. And I'll tell you something. He is, again, you know, we said this about Tate Forcier when we were at Michigan a couple of weeks ago. These young quarterbacks, my goodness, they have poise beyond their years when you think about it.
They're mission ready.
Hey, the way they just handle members of the media and that type of thing. 1st down for Michigan. Toss Winston downhill to the 15 to the 10 and turn back the 10-yard line. Kovacs was there. Donovan Warren from the secondary. And also in on that tackle, Brandon Herron.
That is a very well-designed play.
Student sections in a whiteout. As you can see in the Honda Generators red zone. Michigan State 1 for 1 today with a touchdown. They were 10 touchdowns and 15 trips coming into the game. Nickel back at a quarterback. 2nd down for Michigan State. Nickel on the run gets a block from Caper rather, and close to the 1st down is Nickel near the 7-yard line. Jonas Mouton made the hit.
Design draw play that time to use the legs of Nickel. His Cousins come back into the game. And again, Don Treadwell trying to keep Michigan off balance to slow them down.
Cousins back in, as you can see. There's the total yardage in the game. Michigan State has dominated. White in motion. Winston. Stiff arm Stevie Brown, who will not let go. What a tackle made by Brown, 1-on-1. And he dumps the big running back for a loss of 1. 4th down, Michigan State.
And Winston knew that if he were able to beat Brown here, he takes this to the house. But this is a great play, 1-on-1 with a big downhill back. Stevie Brown in space. Excellent play.
Michigan State has called another timeout. They have 1 remaining, and they're winding it down to the final seconds of the half before they attempt this field goal. Brent Swenson will try a 26-yard field goal to end the 1st half. The Spartans, as you saw a moment ago on the graphic, have dominated this game in many respects. They're going to make it officially a 25-yard field goal attempt. Swenson, 6 of 7, has only missed this year from 51 yards. And he's got this one to the uprights. It is good. As the 1st half comes to a close. Michigan State, 10 plays, 47 yards. Took 4 minutes and 43 seconds, capped by this 25-yard field goal off the toe of Brett Swenson. Buffalo Wild Wings halftime report coming up back at the studio. When we come back, Michigan State at halftime owns a 10-6 lead over Michigan. 1st half possessions for the Spartans. That interception cost them 3. But then that 17-play, 80-yard drive, they overcame 2 post-play fouls to score on that drive. We mentioned it at the top of the program. This is a must-win every year both ways. But more so this year for Michigan State in terms of their 3-game losing streak, trying to salvage their season. Brent Stover's with us on the sidelines today. And Brent, you had a chance to talk with both coaches at halftime. What do they have to say?
Well, Mark D'Antonio is very pleased, especially with the long drives and the long time of possession. He's obviously happy to be in the lead. On the converse side, head coach Rich Rodriguez told me we have to get off the field on 3rd down, and quite obviously we have to get their offense somehow, some way off the football field.
No question about it. Michigan State 5 of 9 on third down conversions. Well, the coaches, you see the close-ups of both coaches, and you say to yourself, these guys had a long week.
Yeah. So. Well, and you know what's hidden in that too is the conversions by Michigan State. They're not 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. They've been converting some long situations, what you would think would be unmanageable situations.
Michigan will receive the kick to begin the second half. Great to have you with us for Michigan and Michigan State. And a good, strong kickoff. And Stoneham is told to stay there with it by Kelvin Grady. He said that this team will be defined by the way they come through this adversity. Tate Forcier, talk about adversity. My goodness. Jarrell Worthy gets him to the ground. Loss of 7.
Talk about adversity and talking about coming through. Big fella fighting, getting to the ball, and this Michigan State defense is creating pressure. They're manufacturing. It's the big guys up front. No need for a blitz package when you get that type of effort.
I think Tate was going down before Jarrell got there, but he'll get credit for the sack and take it. Well, why not?
He flashed color.
Michigan playing in the up-tempo now, snapping the ball quickly. Brown once again going to the boundary side of the field and picking up a couple of more yards, leaving a 3rd and short. Jarrell Worthy makes the tackle, number 99 in your picture. Carlos Brown, boy, we've seen him knock out, what, a 90-yard run at Michigan against Eastern Michigan earlier. No question, he's a home run hitter from any spot on the field. He goes out for the moment. 3rd and short. Michigan with Koger in at tight end. Brandon Minor alongside of Forcier on the shotgun. Stoneham and Odoms at the bottom of your screen. Hemingway at the top. Forcier keeps it and gets the first down. Not by a lot, but he appeared to get that first down. Convergence of green-clad defenders led by Jarrell Worthy. Greg Jones was also there. Inches short are the Wolverines. Now, 17-yard line, Michigan territory. There was a little hesitation, and now they send the punting unit on.
That's certainly the right call, too, by Rick
Yeah,
Rodriguez.
I would think so. My.
Michigan State gonna have good field position now.
Let's see what they do now. They've got a couple of up backs. Zoltan Mesko in punt formation. Mesko wants to run it. And he's going to come up short. Oh my goodness. And it looked like a cold play, partner.
And it looks like a play that Michigan needs to rip out of the playbook. If you're going to try trickeration, don't do it with a punter who's already 8 yards back and not very skilled at running the football.
8:02 to go in the 3rd. Michigan State leading by 4, and Michigan gives it up to the Spartans at the 13-yard line of the Wolverines.
Again, you have a punter not used to running, not used to finding the run lanes. You could tell he hesitated.
I wonder if he made that call on his own. I don't know why he would have. I don't know what he would have seen that would have told him he could make that first down. But sometimes the punter has the option. I can't imagine he had the option in that case. Straight up the middle. That's Winston blasting inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. This is Rich Rodriguez on the fake punt. And his reaction, I got to figure he did not approve that call.
Yeah.
I don't think it was his deal.
He's looking for the special teams coach.
It looked to me like Mesko never hesitated.
Right.
He was going all the way.
It looked called.
2nd down. Winston, the tail of the tandem. Cousins at quarterback. Winston, big hole up the middle. Inside the 5, close to the first down, near the 3. Zay makes the tackle. Polaris, hardest working player of the game so far. That's his 12th tackle.
And these sudden changes create a lot of momentum for the offense of Michigan State.
Especially when you're in a game like this. It's a 4-point ball game. It's a toss-up type game. You just... Here's a look at Glenn Winston, his running today. Yards have been hard to come by on the ground. Winston again. Oh, and he's hammered down. What a hit by the All-America Brandon Graham, the junior out of Detroit, Michigan. Back outside the 5. It's 4th down.
And folks, if you want to see a quick first step, how about that for burst? That is unbelievable. You look up burst and suddenness in the dictionary, and you're going to find double nickel, Brandon Graham.
Brett Swenson for a field goal try. A 23-yard field goal attempt. Swenson's kick right down the boulevard. Michigan State started in the red zone of Michigan for a second time today, but both times when they've started there, they've only gotten 3. You know, earlier in the game, Michigan got their first possession inside Michigan State's red zone off a turnover and could only convert for 3 points. It just happened for Michigan State. They got a turnover basically on that 4th down ill-fated fake field goal, got the football at the 13 and could only settle for a field goal. And so each side has had their shots inside the 20, but the defenses have been more than equal to the task.
And that was certainly a win for Michigan's defense in that sudden change.
Kickoff by Swenson with the wind to his back. Stoneham to the 10, to the 15, 20. Fumbles. Penalty marker down. Michigan State says they've got it. And now the officials say it's Michigan ball. They trail by 7. Forcier, screen pass. Carlos Brown. Taken out of bounds by Trenton Robinson, who's played very well from the safety position. Brandon Denson was also there, gain of 5.
What I don't think a lot of observers get about Michigan State's defense is they do play well against the run. And they've been able to force teams into passing situations where they haven't played well, but they're playing better today.
2nd down. Penalty markers are down. Quick throw to the sideline, good enough for 1st down. Odom's on the reception, but there is Laundry on the field.
Offside by the defense, number 91. Penalty is declined. 1st down.
So some jumping into the neutral zone by Michigan State. Take a look at the Wolverines situation today. -5 rushing yards today. They came in best in the Big Ten running the football, as we pointed out at the top of the show.
This defense, they have run stuffers, though, Wayne.
1st and 10. Brandon Minor. Across the 25 near the 27-yard line. Eric Gordon, Trevor Anderson in pursuit for Michigan State.
This Michigan State's defense has not allowed any explosive plays, any big runs or pop-off passes, and that's been key as well.
Michigan's longest run of the first half was 6 yards by Carlos Brown, 9 yards by Tate Forcier. 6 by Brown as a running back and 9 by Forcier on a scramble. 2nd down. Forcier tripped up. What a play there made by Kevin Pinkelman, a sophomore out of Marshall, Michigan. He's been banged up this fall, but look at him respond here.
And look at him beat a one-on-one block. This is just mano-a-mano. Guys are winning their one-on-one matchups. And talking to Pat Narduzzi, defensive coordinator of Michigan State, he said that's exactly what we have to do because Michigan forces the spacing.
3rd down off the loss of 4. 3rd and 12. They are 3 of 8 on 3rd down conversions. Forcier. Chased by Anderson. Diving fingertip grab made by Hemingway. The Spartans say no good. The officials are marking the football, and they're about a yard short of the 1st down. Anderson provided that pass rush pressure. 11-yard gain. Hard to see if he trapped it or not there.
Pretty tight coverage by Rucker to drive on the ball.
It is 4th down, and they've sent the punting unit on.
Again, Michigan State getting off the field on 3rd down.
I don't think Mesko's going to be running this one. 4th and 1. Fair catch signal made. Martin makes the catch. Just short of the 30-yard line of Michigan State. 3:17 to go in the 3rd. A Spartan offense when we come back. Since 1953, the winner of this game between Michigan State and Michigan's being presented by the Paul Bunyan Trophy. 4-foot wooden statue, though looks much bigger than that there in the locker room, doesn't it? Was donated by then Governor G. Menon Williams to mark Michigan State's acceptance into the Big Ten. And since '53, Michigan leads this series 34-20-2. So if they tie, what happens?
Good question.
Send it back to the State House, right? Nickel in the ball game. Linthicum, a tumbling catch across the midfield marker to the Michigan 48-yard line, 22-yard pickup.
Good job of Nickel hanging in the pocket, allowing Linthicum to get open, and a great adjustment by a tight end to locate the football. Watch the body control. Big catch, completion, move the chains.
Linthicum came in with 7 receptions, 87 yards at a touchdown. A transfer from Clemson. 1st down for the Spartans, who lead by 7. Caper. Izay covers him up near the 46-yard line, gain of 3. Our Liberty Mutual Alumni Spotlight, Jeff Smoker, the Michigan State quarterback, passed for 8,932 career yards and 61 touchdowns. And take a look at this, scrambling to find T.J. Duckett for a 2-yard touchdown pass. As time expires, the winning pass is thrown after Smoker spiked the ball with 1 second left. Final score, Michigan State 26, Michigan 24. On the rollout, Nickel hits the tight end. Once again, this one to Charlie Gant down to the Michigan 27-yard line. 19-yard completion. Kovacs makes the tackle.
Well, Gant loves to work the middle of the field. That time he does a nice job of not sitting down, continuing to run and separate from Kovacs, and providing a big target. He has good speed, but a nice catch and radius for his quarterback.
1st down at the 27-yard line of the Michigan Wolverines. Michigan State looking to put some distance between themselves and the Wolverines. Under 2 minutes to go in the 3rd. Nickel under pressure almost immediately. Nickel able to pick up yardage as he gets around the end. Will Heiniger force the quarterback to scramble for 6 yards. 2nd down coming up. Brett Stover standing by with a couple of special guests.
Well, you guys saw the play a moment ago in the flashback 2001. TJ, start with you. What do you remember about that touchdown at the end?
I remember how hard we worked throughout the whole week and all the effort we put in throughout the whole game to come down to that play. And, you know, you got to make it. And we were fortunate to be able to make that play and celebrate the victory.
Jeff, funny how one play can really go a long way in defining a career, huh?
Yeah, definitely. That was a great play for me. It was a great win for the Spartans, and I was just glad to be a part of it.
Program in good shape right now, TJ?
Oh, great shape, great shape. Coach Antonio had these guys fired up. They're playing hard, and, you know, they just keep plugging away, and that's all that matters.
Well, if you guys got some time in the NFL, any football for either of you left, or are you going to hang it up?
Well, we're going to see about that, hopefully, but, you know, you never know. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm right now just enjoying the Spartans game and enjoying playing these guys.
Jeff Smoker, TJ Duckett, thanks a lot for the time, guys.
Wayne, it's so interesting seeing those guys, because talking to Greg Jones of Michigan State, he said this game is all about the past and present players. You want to win for guys like Jeff Smoker and TJ Duckett.
3rd quarter winding to a close. 3rd down 1. Caper, 1st down. Down to the 16-yard line of Michigan. And Michigan State will take a 7-point lead and the ball. into the fourth quarter. They're changing sides here at East Lansing. We'll be back. Start of the fourth quarter, 1st and 10, 16-yard line of Michigan for the Spartans of Michigan State. Nickel over the top, end zone, and it's incomplete. Gant had it for a moment. It appeared Rowe was right there to knock it away.
And Nickel was going with that read all the way. He wanted Gant in the back of the end zone. But Rowe does a nice job of playing this ball in. He sees the arms go up. Good job of coming down with a chop and reading the keys. Watch this. When you're in a trail position, play the keys. Watch the arms go up. He's got to put them up to catch the ball. Nice job of playing through the football. You watch the receiver's eyes. The eyes get big, an obvious key.
3 receivers, top of your screen. They're running the other way. Glenn Winston to the edge, to the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown run. Glenn Winston, and Michigan State extends to a 19-6 advantage.
And to me, Wayne, this run typifies Michigan State's attitude today to not be denied and to find a way to get to the house.
Brett Swenson, his only extra point miss was at Notre Dame a few weeks ago. Puts this one through the uprights. And Michigan State roars into a 14-point lead. Glenn Winston gets a big block here and accelerates to the end zone. Talk about a couple of fish out of water.
That's a commercial. Want to get away?
I would think they do right about now. A couple of Michigan fans in a sea of white-clad students of Michigan State. Take a look at that touchdown run by Glenn Winston.
Well, Wayne, here's the force player right here, Donovan Warren. He has to force that ball back inside, where we're going to see Moss going to get a great kick-out block right there that's going to spring this action, and again, allow the ball to get outside and get to the end zone with Winston.
Kickoff is short and across the 15-yard line. Here comes Stoneham to the 25-30, and he's out of bounds near the Michigan 33-yard line. First down, 46-yard line of Michigan State for the Wolverines. Tate Forcier back in at quarterback. Steps up, and he's got his man over the middle. Junior Hemingway stormed back just short of the first down, and a late flag, perhaps for a late hit. When you see that many go to the football.
Dead ball, personal foul, late hit, number 40 of the defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Chenrette, the safety, guilty of it. Here it is.
Wow. That's still a live ball, and a receiver whose knee clearly did not touch the ground.
And D'Antonio's not happy with that call at all. This is regular speed now.
He's still up and fighting for yardage.
Oh, boy.
I don't like that call.
No, I agree with you, partner. I'm with you. But it's first down Michigan, 22-yard line of Michigan State. Can the Wolverines get back into this game? Forcier, Stoneham, change of direction, close to the 10-yard line. He fumbled it, and Michigan State's Greg Jones has it. And it's Spartan football. Eric Gordon on the hit.
This is a Michigan State defense that's only forced 3 turnovers all season coming into this game. That's last in the Big Ten, 116th in the nation. Critical turnover. Good job of going in, stripping the ball out by Gordon. Greg Jones knows what to do with it. Watch him consciously go in there and rip the ball out. Heads up play. Way to bend the knees by Jones and scoop it up.
Michigan's first turnover today may have cost them their opportunity to get back into the game. Now the Wisconsin game, they were pretty much beaten there, but that's it. Nothing on the ground as Martin responds from Michigan. Kovacs coming in from the secondary, and the ever-present Obi Eze. Loss of 3 on that play. Both these defenses, it seems to me, like came to play, Chris, just watching how they've handled themselves. Michigan State's had a little bit more on the ground, and mostly because their quarterback's been scrambling effectively. Second down. Cousins. He's on his own. Here comes the scramble. He's got first down yardage and more to the 40, 45, 50. Stutter steps across the Michigan 40 out of bounds. 38-yard line of the Wolverines. 41 yards to the biggest run of the day.
The biggest run and perhaps the best play and best decision by this kid, Kirk Cousins. Again, not forcing a ball. He understands the coverage is there. Take what the defense is giving you. A lot of green to run. Find the sticks, get there. Now watch this. Be smart about it. Don't take the contact. Get out of bounds.
Coach Rodriguez, oh my. He said, wait a minute. That's not the running quarterback? That's the passing quarterback?
7, 8.
What are they doing here? 7 is supposed to do that, not 8. And he says it's up to me to put my best foot forward. Winston, just another dive off the right side, this time of the offensive line for a gain of 2. Jonas Mouton made the hit. We're under 7 minutes to go for the game. Michigan State's lead is 14. Michigan State will be in they're not going to be in a hurry to snap the football. They're going to wind it down as much as they can. Michigan does have 2 timeouts remaining. Michigan State has had 3 explosion plays here today. An explosion being a play of 20 yards or more. Second down. Hawken in at fullback. He was shaken up earlier in the game. Cunningham in motion. That's window dressing for Winston, running straight at the defense for a gain of a yard or 2. State Farm will wrap up coming up after we're done here. Scores, highlights, analysis of today's games. Dave, Coach DiNardo, and Howard will be along to give you all the analysis you need.
Quite a trio there. But you know, we get a chance at this Michigan team to really go under the hood and look to see how some of their younger players are going to respond in an environment like this, like a Tate Forcier.
Remember, folks, this is their first road game, Michigan's first road game of the season. State is 7 of 15 on third downs. Cousin out of bounds, short of the first down there. Cunningham on the reception. Now, Michigan's schedule gets a little bit tougher now. They're on the road again next week, this time at number 17, Iowa. Iowa has a non-conference game today against Arkansas State. And Iowa, what a performance by the Hawkeyes in that fourth quarter at Penn State the other night. They sent a message in that fourth quarter.
They did, and they showed you that they may be the most disruptive defense in the conference.
5 minutes to go. Michigan State on the lead, and with the ball facing fourth down, they're going for it. Quick throw, incomplete. Looked like he was trying to get it over to Martin, who was engaged with a defender, and that play never had a chance, so they turned it over on downs to Michigan.
And Wayne, that was a nice play by Donovan Warren of beating the wide receiver to the spot on the slant. Watch him just take this away.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did. Excellent play. You're right. And Donovan Warren's not a tiny little cornerback. Donovan Warren, a little over 6 feet, about 190 pounds. He's one of the more physical defenders at cornerback in this league. 1st and 10 for Michigan. They have just 4:47 to go. Forcier, lots of time. Forcier on the run. Throws it up for grabs, and his receiver makes the play. Junior Hemingway with a sensational catch in between defenders. Forcier, meanwhile, being chased down by Jarrell Worthy. 8-yard gain.
If Tate has flashed sometimes where he makes mistakes, it's when he's pressured like that.
That was a dangerous pass.
Oh, yeah.
Denson really should have had that, and he was set to intercept it.
But great hand strength by Junior Hemingway.
Forcier, hits the seam to Koger, and it's broken up. Jenrette on the hit, broke it up, incomplete. Oh, and Tate Forcier waited as long as he could on that. He had pressure coming right away from Jarrell Worthy.
Coaches love to teach to create a collision. That time, pressure on Forcier.
It was on Colin Neely, not Jarrell Worthy, partner. Colin Neely had the pressure.
But Jenrette, watch that hit to dislodge the ball. That is running through contact in a textbook tackle.
Michigan 3rd and short. They roll Forcier. Oh, and they've got Stoneham wide open to the 30, cutting right to the 25. Stoneham trying to get the corner on Jenrette. He does, to the end zone. Touchdown. "60 yards. On an otherwise gray afternoon, the sun is suddenly shining on Tate Forcier and the Michigan Wolverines. They're right back in it.
If you're Michigan State, common sense would suggest to keep balls in front of you this late in the game.
Extra point is good. And with just over 4 minutes to go in the game, this 60-yard pass play brings Michigan to within 7. Game. Michigan back to within 7, just over 4 minutes to go in the quarter. Dissect that last play when we get a chance. Take a look at it.
And Wayne, and this is where you have to be smart. You see it right here. Stoneham catches this ball. Now, if he just makes the play right there, Kendall Davis-Clark, that's a 26-yard gain, but instead he doesn't come to balance, and he allows Stoneham to get to the end zone. 26-yard game does not get you beat. Allowing him to go to the house does.
Stoneham now 3 receptions, 79 yards at a touchdown. Michigan explosion plays a 41-yard pass play to Koger, the tight end, a 60-yard pass you just saw to Stoneham. 3 plays, 68 yards, took just 44 seconds for the Wolverines. High kickoff. Winston from the 11 to the 20 to the 25 and tripped up across the 30-yard line.
That's when they had some sensational wide receivers.
I'll tell you, anybody who wore number 1 for Michigan was usually sensational in those days. Catch made just short of the 40-yard line by Mark Delb. Donovan Warren had the coverage, and the pass was sent by Keith Nickel. You've got to keep an eye on these quarterbacks in the ballgame both ways. Each side uses 2 quarterbacks, and Nickel has got this particular set of downs. 2nd down and 3.
In Michigan, you got to really hunker down here. Try and get off the field, get your offense back on.
Nearing 3 minutes to go in the game. Michigan State 2nd down and relatively short. From their 39, Caper, the freshman, and a good play made by Kovacs, the former walk-on. Decks him at the 40. 3rd down and 2. Caper, the tail of the tandem, of the offset eye. Linthicum, the tight end, in motion. To Caper. Nothing going. Kovacs came across untouched once again for the 2nd play in a row. A loss of 2, and it's 4th down.
And he's unaccounted for. All he's doing is shooting off the edge. And when you don't block him, that's an easy play for him to make. Good job, though, wrapping up, hitting the back square, and getting him on the ground.
4th down. Good punt here. Greg Matthews out of bounds. Michigan will start inside its 10-yard line, 92 yards away. 2:53 to go. No timeouts. 2:53 to go. Michigan State hasn't beaten Michigan 2 years in a row since the Lyndon Johnson administration. They have the lead by 7. Blitz coming from Greg Jones. Forcier on the rollouts. Got an open receiver. Stoneham out of bounds. 9-yard gain to the 17-yard line. Jeremy Ware had soft coverage on the corner.
And partner, this all gets down to time management now for Forcier. You expect to see a lot of outcuts by the Michigan receivers.
Remember, Michigan's come from behind with their freshman quarterback. Against Notre Dame, they did it twice and finally got it done in the end. And last week against Indiana, they came from behind to win. Forcier rolling out, diving grab, it's incomplete. Incomplete. Martavius Odoms could not haul it in. David Rolfe got some heat on the quarterback. We mentioned last week comebacks for Michigan this season. There's Odoms on the game-winning throw from Forcier to beat Indiana in what was a seesaw affair at the Big House a week ago. There's a look at that last play.
Odoms once again.
3rd down and short. Forcier off the low snap, fakes the handoff. He's got it. Spins by Jenrette, got the first down across the 25 to the 27-yard line. First down, clock will stop, 2:22 to go as they remark the football. 10-yard gain.
And good timing on this play by Calvin McGee. Fake the dive play. Forcier, good read on his part. Able to pick up the first down.
No timeouts for the Wolverines. Forcier with Carlos Brown to his right. Spartans in the neutral zone. Quick toss to the flank. Brown hammered down. Penalty marker down, and another one of the offensive backfield, maybe for roughing the quarterback. Hit on the receiver made by Chris L. Rucker.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Offside by the defense, number 57. That penalty is declined. Personal foul, roughing the passer, blow to the head. Defense, number 58. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Trevor Anderson guilty of the infraction. Let's see if we can pick it up right here. But Rolfe is the man who hit him, basically, and there's the end of the play. And that hit by Rucker.
Starting to get some rain here again, partner.
Rain coming down hard now. Michigan has it off the penalty, first down at their 42. Comeback route, Odoms slipping and sliding across the 50 into Spartan territory, and he's turned back right there. Gain of 9 yards, first down to the 49-yard line of Michigan State. Minute 45 remaining. Again, Michigan, no timeouts, and a true freshman quarterback out of San Diego, California out there.
Ball security, heavy emphasis with the rain.
Tate Forcier fakes the handoff. No, he's got it around the end, and he slips and falls at the 36-yard line of Michigan State. Now, I got to tell you, ask you, it looks like it's really slippery out there. Who does this favor? Does it favor the offense because they know where they're going?
Well, yeah, and the defense getting to the ball, redirecting, but it also calls for the receivers to be able to get good cuts and get in and out of their routes.
Under 90 seconds to go in the game. Michigan at the Michigan State 36. Forcier, low snap, picks up. Ware on a blitz. Forcier on the run. He throws to an open receiver. Stoneham coming back for it, and he's got it inside the 25 or the 24 for a first down, Michigan State. Jeremy Ware flushed the quarterback, but Tate Forcier, who lives for moments like this, able to come up with 12 yards.
And there's the blitz. He has to get there. Ware is coming unimpeded. Forcier, great escapability. You know that, but Ware's got to get him on the ground. Can't let him extend the play.
Under a minute to go. First down, Michigan. 24-yard line of Michigan State. Forcier. Plenty of time. Still looking. Forcier to the end zone, and he overshot a wide-open receiver, Greg Matthews. Forcier can't believe he missed that one.
He got exactly what he wanted. He bought time once again with his legs. And again, just an unguided missile.
Look how wide open.
There is no one And that is a great view of it. Oh, he's going to see that one in his sleep.
If they don't come back to at least tie this game. Forcier 15-27 now. Second down and 10. 35 seconds to go. No timeouts. Forcier over the top for Matthews. Incomplete. No flag. Matthews crowded down the sidelines by Chris L. Rucker.
And you have to give Rucker some props. He has been under severe criticism, particularly on his play as of late on deep balls. Excellent coverage against a very talented wide receiver in Matthews.
30 seconds to go. No timeouts for Michigan. Michigan trailing by 7. Michigan 2 for 2. On third downs of their last 2 opportunities, facing 3rd and 10.
Forcier is a big moment killer.
Forcier scrambling. He's going to take it himself. Forcier to the 20, cuts it back, spins inside the 15 and out of bounds at the 11-yard line. He was able to escape the tackle attempt of Denson, Brandon Denson, who had him dead to rights. Back outside the 15, 13-yard scamper.
Wayne, moments like this typically crumble young freshmen, but not this kid. He has the moxie of a warrior and the toughness to go with it.
And he relishes these moments. From what could be the equalizing score. Touchdown and an extra point would tie the game. Forcier on first down. Forcier trying to get out of bounds, and he does inside the 10. Out of bounds near the 9. Jonathan Strayhorn forced him out, gain of 2.
That was a great job by Strayhorn to get to the ball. Forcier was looking for the edge, and he's gassed.
Oh, that's safe. I'm gassed just watching him. Oh, my goodness. Kind of fumbled it out of bounds there, but now it is second down.
Watch Martavius Odom's slot receiver right there.
Slot on both sides. Snap is dropped. Forcier picks up. Wobbler into the end zone. Deflected. Incomplete. You talk about throwing it up for grabs and getting away with it.
And you have to sort of chuckle because these are the defining moments when you get a ball that bounces your way or not. Here, this is just a jump ball. This is a hot potato.
Gordon looked like he had a shot at it. That thing just went floating over. And Forcier saying, I just can't even pick up. It's raining so hard here, I can't even pick it up.
Well, he's getting away with some throws, too.
Tate Forcier reaching back. 12th play of this drive. Third down and 8.
This is what defines your team for Michigan State.
Forcier to the end zone. Touchdown! Roy Roundtree. Redshirt freshman out of Trotwood, Ohio, Roy Roundtree.
And we just have not seen this year a more well-executed drive than Michigan just showed.
For the tie. It is good. I don't think we could expect anything else. Michigan State going right down to the wire and possibly overtime. 2 seconds remaining.
And it starts with the young but very precocious Tate Forcier. Great blocking up front. Give those guys some love. And wide receiver wide open.
Two seconds remaining. You've got to figure just a squib type kick here. Brian Wright, and there's the squib. Picked up and downed by Michigan State. No time went off. As he dropped to a knee right away. They're going to let it go to overtime. Cousins takes the snap, drops to a knee. 102nd renewal of Michigan and Michigan State. And we go to overtime in East Lansing, tied at 20. So Michigan in overtime here gets it, first down. The 25-yard line of Michigan State. Each team gets one timeout. The fake to Minor. This is Forcier. Down to the 20-yard line where Marcus Hyde, a safety, makes the tackle. The sun suddenly out,
coming out and ducking, and
the sun alternates possessions here. You know what I mean? It'll be on for one set of downs, and then it'll be off for another. It has rained hard at times here today, and then other times the sun's out. Second down at 5. Odom's nice catch. First down. Barreled out of bounds into the Michigan band. Brandon Denson led the way defensively for Michigan State. We welcome those of you who join us from the Northwestern-Purdue game, won by Northwestern 27-21. Welcome to East Lansing. Wayne Larrabee, Chris Martin, and Brent Stover. Michigan in overtime on its first possession. Forcier, the carry straight up the middle. Gets down to about the 9. Greg Jones responding from the Michigan State defense. Again, Michigan State defense was just out on the field for that 80-yard drive by Michigan. So you have to wonder, they may be a little bit gassed too as they start first on the field in the overtime.
Yeah, both sides are gassed, and you just wonder if you're Michigan State defensively, you cannot allow yourself to see the demons and think about the 3 games in a row that you've lost.
Second down. Line to gain is the 3-yard line. Minor and Trevor Anderson able to cut him off as he took it up the middle to about the 7-yard line. Gain of a couple of more yards. Third down for Michigan.
And you know, you hear coaches say play a full 60 minutes, and sometimes it rolls off your back as a player, but this is exactly what they're talking about. You have to dominate on each and every play the next play, because when you don't, it allows a team like Michigan to get right back in it.
Most of the afternoon, Michigan State looked like the better team. Third down. Forcier to the end zone. Oh, and it's intercepted on the deflection. Chris L. Rucker on the interception. Danny Fortner, it appeared, broke it up.
Well, this has been a secondary that's been under intense scrutiny. So what a time to make a big play. Fortner driving on the route. Then it becomes the old tip ball drill. Great read. Pitches it up to near. Teammate Rucker making a big play.
So Michigan State turns back Michigan in this first overtime. Keith Nickel is on to quarterback the Spartans to start their possession in this first overtime. 3 receivers, top of your screen. Everybody else is tight. Oh, and the pitch to Winston. Off his hands, and down he goes. Back out near the 34-yard line. You know, Chris, I know the sun is out right now, but it's so wet out there. You wonder about the ball and a play like that, a pitch to a running back.
No doubt. I mean, the intermittent rain causes the ball to be slippery, but if you're back, you just have to secure the catch. I mean, you wonder if he has wet gloves that aided in that, but the first thing is ball security.
A loss of 9. Second and long coming up. Michigan State's first possession offensively of overtime. Caper, the tail of the tandem in the eye. That's Cunningham in motion. Nickel looking that way for Cunningham. Out of bounds. Just inside the 24. J.T. Floyd forced him out. Gain of 11. Third down upcoming for Michigan State. Now you got to think of Brett Swenson.
Yeah, and what I like to see there, Cunningham snatching the ball out the air with his hand. No body catch and allowing the D-back to close.
Swenson's long is 45 in the field goal for Michigan State. He's an All-America kicker. They only need 3 to win. Caper cutting it back. Caper breaks a tackle. Got a first down to the house. Touchdown! Michigan State has won. For the first time in 42 years, Michigan State has defeated Michigan 2 years in a row.
And you want to see how much this means to the people involved. Now watch this, Larry Caper, great cut, running bigger than the moment, able to shed off defenders, and that grit and determination is what Michigan State played with all day long.
This was some kind of caper, I tell you. And he put a capper on it. Wow. 26-20 Michigan State. It is mayhem on the field as the Spartans celebrate. They will keep the Paul Bunyan Trophy for a second year.
Absolute mayhem and adrenaline and emotion.
As I said, the last time Michigan State beat Michigan 2 years in a row, Lyndon Johnson was in the White House. That's it from East Lansing. Final score, Michigan State 26, Michigan 20 in overtime. For Chris Martin and Brent Stover, I'm Wayne Larrabee. Special thanks to our statistician, Tom Hecker. We send you to the State Farm Wrap-Up and Dave Revson in our Chicago studios.